Once upon a time, an experimenter decided to conduct an experiment with five monkeys. He placed the monkeys in a cage that had a ladder in the middle and bananas on the top of the ladder. The experimenter wanted to see what would happen when the monkeys tried to climb the ladder to get the bananas that were on top of the ladder. This experiment was very, very important because as soon as one of the monkeys started to climb the ladder, the experimenter sprayed all the monkeys with cool water. The other monkeys were unhappy. They were actually unhappy with this and started to attack the monkeys that had tried to climb the ladder. After a few attempts, the monkeys learned that trying to climb the ladder would result in getting them sprayed with cool water and attacked by the other monkeys. This was how the situation became. The experimenter then replaced one of the monkeys with a new monkey that had not been part of the experiment before. As soon as the new monkey tried to climb the ladder to get the bananas, the other monkeys attacked him, even though they had never been sprayed with cold water before. This process was repeated with the second and the third new monkey, and each time the other monkeys attacked the new monkey who tried to climb the ladder. Eventually, the experimenter had five monkeys in the cage, none of whom had ever been sprayed with cool water. But all of them would attack any monkey that tried to climb the ladder. The experimenter had successfully taught the monkeys to behave a certain way through conditioning, even though the original reason for the behavior was no longer present. Did you hear that? The original reason for that behavior was no longer present. The moral of this story is that we should question why we behave in certain ways and not just follow what others are doing blindly. Sometimes we continue to do things just because it's what we have always done, even though the original reason for the behavior is no longer valid. We see this in our society today. Continuing to doing these things the same, we should always be aware of why we do what we do and be open to change our behavior if it no longer serves a purpose. This is what mindset change is all about. And that's how we can be able to solve the very challenges we face today, complaining about them, doing things the same way and expecting a different result. As Albert Einstein would say, that's insanity.